con.
I get it. I'm on the wave now.
Have you ever cosplayed before?
Nah, I'm trying to though.
I'm trying to as well.
With the bad bitch.
I'm trying to cosplay Dolo.
I'm trying to shit. I'll be
Cosplay
a
as
furry for a
as
bad
which
bitch.
character
Fuck it.
though?
See, that's why you deserve to be in that degenerate server. 'Cause, like,
Oh shit! I'm trying to fuck that bitch in the furry costume.
oh hell no! I would pass. You'd have to call the ambulance for me. That's too
You're
much. sweat.
passing on the bad furry bitch.
No,
Like
no,
I'm
I'm
talking
saying
10
I'm
at a time.
passing out in a furry
okay.
costume.
Oh, okay, I got it. I thought you meant like you're actually passing.
They don't got
Fucking
a,
a bitch.
They don't got enough breathing holes in those costumes.
That's real.
Suffocation.
And those aren't the
breathing,
only
don't
type of
give a
furry
fuck,
costume.
fuck up my arm, type
I'm
shit.
trying to go with the chick that looks like fucking Ari from League of Legends, like with the ears, like Inuyasha. I can just be Inuyasha. She can be Gome. Easy.
All right, but like, what? Okay, never mind.
Look, I'm trying to be on DreamCon 2025, fucking a cosplay bitch, bro. That's my goal.
As Inuyasha.
As Inuyasha.
Sit, boy.
Shit.
Get it how you live, bro.
Sit in this pussy.
Oh shit.
Pull that game, we.
Shit.
Hey, I can't knock you. Hey, I think the right amount of ratio be looking like pajama-esque that I can fuck with it.
Yeah, someone said it stunk there.
DreamCon.
Yeah, they said it was a little too comfortable. There was some females that stunk worse than the niggas. Just saying.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Heard that. So
They be out there.
slim pickings.
I feel like a stink female sounds like the stink sound effect from SpongeBob.
Sounds like the food truck community has migrated.
It's always fishy. Always.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if they think it's always fishy. It's not like just.
I've honestly never met a musty girl.
I have
I have, and I left immediately.
Africans, man. African chicks be
That's
must.
racist.
I love it to death. Look, I'm just saying, if they from the motherland, they don't use deodorant. I'm just saying.
What?
I'm African. Myself. I know plenty women, African women, who do not use deo.
Which nation?
It be
do you think
spelling.
smells the-
Sudan, man, that's kind of fucked up. But they be spicy, like
was just
spicy
joking.
musk. Have you ever smelled spicy musk? That is like
Whoa.
another level of musk. It like burns your nose, like you fucking scratch your nose.
Oh no.
It just smells so bad.
Like the sights and hearts alight in Nochi no Hibana. We'll conquer the face of the midnight. Yoru wo soreru. With courage we're ready to fight. Arakana yukiki. Our destiny is shining bright. Running the shadows of the night. Kage no ga abataku.
Spicy musk is a real thing. Like they be stinking and it's spicy
Whoa.
because they eat all that sweat out all that pepper. Catch them on a bad day when they get the jollof rice, the red peppers, spicy.
Yeah, on that note, this is Podcast on Piranhas.
That's a good transition. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm your host, Shy Pooper, aka Kino TM, Kino662 on Instagram, Twitter, and maybe Discord. I'm not sure. It might be Shy Pooper. But yeah, I'm joined here with my fellow co-hosts. Please introduce yourselves.
It's your boy, the Tusha Pack. You know what I'm saying? AKA Himmel, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what it do. What's good?
It's your boy Rico Brew. Follow me at Rico Brew Animates on IG. How's it going?
And I go by HBK Bakura. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube. Good.
How's it going? How's it hanging? Thanks for coming. I guess this is the first episode. I was about to say thanks for coming back for episode 2. We recorded episode 0. That's now gonna be the manga to this anime episodic podcast. Now, how you guys been doing? How's your week so far?
It's fucking it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Going good.
Weekend been hella dope. I came up on so many things, networking and drawing. I got further with some of my skills in that area.
Okay.
Nice.
What you working on? Tell them where they can find you at and what you're working on right now.
I'm working on a female character. You can find me on Threads or Instagram on Mukamara Sama, Mukamara _ Sama. That's MOOKAMARA _SAMA on Instagram or Threads. I have like some concept art for a new female character that I've been working on.
Sweet.
My other two characters, main two characters, I kind of got their style down. Her now being the third kind of just cements the holy like trinity like of my anime. So it was actually a big milestone.
Okay, right on. Anybody else? What you got going on for? How's the week been treating you so far?
My week's been a little chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. I've been running back and forth between work, helping out my mom's crib, and then when I'm at the house, I've just been drawing and stuff, redesigning characters for what I'm doing. I'm not in anime mode, but I am designing cards for my card game, and I'm using anime original characters. So, yeah, I'm just in the process of making new cards and stuff like that. So, I'm redrawing old characters,
Okay,
That's
right on.
fire.
giving them
Sounds tough.
new character designs.
Sounds tough.
Kind of in the same boat. A lot of back and forth with work, helping moms out, But I've been getting into like writing my story more often.
Okay. All right, let's jump into our first topic. I really wanted to talk about the character development and exploring how certain characters have evolved over time in certain series and how that impacts the overall story. I came to think about this when I was watching One Piece, and I was thinking about how is it a major retcon for Oda Sensei to be saying that Luffy has always been Joy Boy and we just never knew that? Or is Joy Boy his own character and then Luffy is trying to fill that mold? I just think it's kind of interesting to think about how we've come so accustomed to a certain character, a certain archetype, and then to know that he's always been or is becoming a whole different character right in front of our eyes, and the greater concept of whether or not a character change so great like that changes a story, and how do you feel about that? Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all have something to say, but
Yeah. Okay. Let's all go
yeah, let me go first. I 100% kind of relate to this specific topic because it's kind of how I felt about Naruto for a long time. I think on our podcast we talked about this a little bit, and I still feel that way about Luffy. Like Luffy, I think that was kind of whack to me that, spoiler alert, like his power set in the beginning isn't necessarily what it was, and we were kind of lied to. And it's upsetting, but I have to see how he lands the plane with the story. Once he lands it and wraps it all up, I might have a difference of opinion. I might have an opinion initially when it ends, and then I might have an opinion later. And that's kind of what happened with Naruto. Initially, I was like, I heard people's sentiments about Naruto going from you know hard work and whatever to just now the child of prophecy. And I kind of accepted those criticism at one point, and then like now as I'm older, I feel like that's changed, and it's kind of like that was supposed to happen.
What do you
It's
feel like
part
the
of the
child
story.
of prophecy with Naruto? What do you mean by that?
So like in the beginning of Naruto, it was kind of like he was the underdog, right? And Neji was just like, you got to be born with talent to essentially be superior in the ninja world. And when it came to Shippuden, it just seemed like him and Sasuke were just kind of like destined to defeat this generational curse that's been placed upon the ninja world in so many aspects. And so it was like he was always going to be the strongest. And a lot of people express that sentiment saying like, "Oh, that's kind of whack." It was supposed to be he was like some random ninja. It was supposed to be like he was an underdog, kind of like they wanted Rock Lee to kind of be the main character in a sense, like some random ninja worked really hard and got tough. And because of the prophecy bullshit with Jiraiya and all that, they kind of feel like they're two different stories and it changes. So it's like some people might not accept that change, but it's like how well does the author foreshadow that? I don't think Oda, me personally, foreshadowed the change, but maybe it's just I missed it. That's what I'll say. Maybe I missed it, and that's just pretty much my piece.
All right, speak your piece. Anybody else on the subject of a character changing over time, possibly changing the story or retconning the story as a whole?
Um, well, I'll give my little 2 cents real quick because my thing on retcon specifically is it depends on how much it changes. Because I don't mind retcons if it makes the story better, but if it's a retcon that completely ruins the story narrative for you, or if, but it comes down to personal, opinions or whatever. But if it's a retcon that completely ruins the story narrative for you, and I can understand people not liking the changes, and then going back to the example of what you used with One Piece. I can understand people not liking that if you feel like it's too big of a retcon. However, when it comes to that specific One Piece goal or One Piece topic, I feel like it's not really that bad because we've been hearing about Joy Boy since the beginning, and he's been shrouded in mystery. So by the time that we're finally getting to reveal like everything about Joy Boy, if you're weaving Luffy into the story because he's the main character, as long as it makes sense, I don't mind it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on the level of retcon. You know what I'm saying? I do understand that it is a retcon, but it's not one that bothers me personally.
Right
So,
on.
that's where I stand
Rico,
with it.
what do you think?
Uh, I got nothing honestly, cause like y'all talk about One Piece, so I'm just like I haven't watched it.
Okay, I respect that. What do you think about retcons as a whole? Is there any retcon that you respect? Like it's been canon this entire time, or any retcon that had completely ruined an anime series slash manga for you?
mm, can you explain retcon? I'm also
A
the
retcon
word.
is to me is like I don't know. I just use these words like I know them already. But a retcon to me is like something that wasn't originally part of the story or a concept, but was added to the story to correct something. And yeah, I think that's the broad definition of retcon. Anybody think otherwise?
No, that's pretty much what it is. It's like, yeah,
Mm,
one thing's happened in the story that might have held greater significance in the future, and it kind of like just changed. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
it
well, that
kind
that either never happened, or it did
of
happen, or that's way stronger than what it was, or it just does something completely different.
Like they say, Naruto's the king of retcons and things of that nature. Like how they added Kaguya at the end, and then that
yeah,
completely changed the whole lore of Naruto.
I
like added
feel
the
like
fillers, like
I
pretty
feel like
much.
it ruins Naruto. Kage adding Kaguya to
adding Kage to the story, that was the worst part of the war arc.
I
For
think
sure.
what ruined Naruto primarily was taking out the necessity of hand signs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear you on that to an extent because that's when people started getting godlike and they weren't even really ninja anymore. They were just magic fighters and stuff. But to some extent, I feel like some of those people didn't need hand signs. Like it made sense with Itachi because he had a whole thing about presetting jutsu. But once everybody started doing that, I agree.
See,
It got ridiculous.
I think I disagree with that. I think that it actually, the more it looked like magic, the more ninja that they actually were. Because if you look at the ninja lore, like that's what the people that they were tricking to think that they were doing all this thought that they were like. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that demon slayer thing.
I
That's
disagree
just
with you
that's
completely on
fine.
that
That's fine if
because
you disagree, but I was like that. And I think it does the opposite. Like in my mind, it does the opposite. It
Now, I completely understand what you're saying. I think that the most powerful ninja should be completely skipping hand signs. Like hand signs was such a necessity in Naruto that when it devolved as much as it's like you give niggas an inch, they take a mile. Like look at Boruto. He's at a point where, well, not at a point currently, but when his show first started or manga first started, he was at a point where he had a ninjutsu gauntlet that he didn't have to wave shit and just press a button.
Yeah, that's outlandish. But I also think that the more stronger that they got, and if they didn't really tie their moves specifically to like Japanese mythological lore, then yes, I would have been like, all right, they're just going out of pocket and just pulling out random shit now. But I feel like for their lore, they could have done more. Especially, I feel like for the Cloud Village, like they could have done a little bit more lore. That's probably when it really started seeming a little bit wild to me. But other than that, like most of that shit was just like on like Japanese mythological like shit. So in my mind, I don't think they really the advancement of them to where they are now when it comes to their jutsus. I don't think that matters anymore because it was always gonna get it was always gonna get that tough. Like imagine scaling down all the like everything, making it more grounded. Probably would have been a little bit better in my mind thinking about it now, but it would have took forever. Niggas would have been just preparing jutsus all day with the hand sign.
I
don't
think that's
think
an
they wanted
important part of Naruto is the training aspect. Like you look at a ninja like Rock Lee, or even how Naruto had to train. What was it, 3 days to learn the Rasengan? I think that was very
Mhm.
important. And like, but I completely understand what you're saying. Like, they were going off of, in your opinion, they were going off of Japanese lore and how
Yeah,
mystifying the ninja arts were at that time. I can respect
yeah,
it.
yeah. Especially when they got tougher. Like, what was all that training for? Like, did you want Naruto to keep training? Like, did you want like? Because I'll tell you right, if Naruto Shippuden was more training, I would have stopped watching, 100%. Is that like not that it's boring, but it was just like, yeah, I want him to learn the jutsus, and then finally when he pays off, he does something cool, 100%. But if he doesn't get better, if there's no improvement from when he first learned the regular Rasengan to the Wind Shuriken, I'd have been like, what the fuck, Naruto take you forever to learn shit. Like, come on, buddy, go use a new technique already. Like,
I
Okay.
like when
I,
he started the summoning
Yeah,
jutsu.
I feel
if
like
you
he
if you
did enough.
if you compared it to fucking One Piece, this nigga just be learning shit while he's fighting, which is on the other spectrum probably whack. But that's just two different what I'm saying styles of writing. Like this nigga Luffy learning as he's fighting, whereas in Naruto's training, and it depends if the training. Some training could be tough, but Naruto's training, him standing there and forming a ball in his hand was kind of whack.
Okay.
Yeah, the training arcs for Naruto specifically weren't all that for me either. Because even on the first or couple episodes when he was trying to learn Shadow Clone Jutsu, that didn't really do it for me either. You know what I'm saying? The training parts of Naruto weren't really the hype parts, but I do agree that he did need to train and learn things. I feel like there was more than enough of that within the series then, because it's like he trained at the beginning, he trained for the tuning exams, he trained after Sasuke left, he trained right when he came or he left the village, they did a whole time skip. He was training, and then he came back. And then what did he do as soon as he came back to the village? He went on a mission, but after he came back from that mission, he had to train. So I'm just like, there's more than enough of that. Um, I feel like what it might have needed a little bit more of was like team arcs, because I've recently been going back and watching Naruto with a friend of mine from work, and as he just got to Shippuden, I'm seeing like arcs and episodes that I haven't seen before, because on or I've seen them, but they just in my memory banks they're far far gone. Long story short, I wanted to say this. There's a lot of times where there's interactions between certain teams and stuff like that that I felt like it could have enhanced the story, more character development, more lore, all that within the teams that you know what I'm saying? Because they're not going to show you all the ninjas, but they're going to show you Rock Lee and Hinata and Ino and Kiba and all that, whatever. So I'm like, there just should have been more missions where they all interacted together. It's usually like Naruto and Sakura went on a mission with one team, and they would just switch them out. But seeing the arc that I'm seeing right now, where they have everybody's out there fighting on the battlefield except for Neji. Neji's the only one missing, and Sasuke's missing because obviously he left the village. But I'm like, this is a great arc because it's giving everybody character development. Everybody's getting a chance to shine, and you don't really get to see that much in that series.
That is a fact. I think that is the great definer between One Piece and the rest of the big three, which even not only the big three, but their father, DBZ, it has a fatal flaw where only certain characters get to progress on a power scale level or even character development. Like Yamcha hasn't said a meaningful sentence in 2 decades. So
Facts.
I think that just looking at the plot and story and pacing is quite interesting in these different animes, manga, and switching up the topic now. Um, what do you think about where the hell was I? Oh, comparing and contrasting the storytelling techniques, themes, and art styles between the big
Oh,
three primarily. Let's start there.
damn.
When I was
All
growing,
right. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say when I was growing up, there was a distinction between the big three, and you had to choose one, and then the other two were pieces of shit. I was a Naruto kid when I was growing up, and that one just spoke to me. I don't know if it was the art style, but I know the pacing of Naruto the first not Naruto Shippuden, the first rendition of Naruto was just a perfect show for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I agree with that because back then when Naruto was presented to me, uh, I think it was better presented to me from Toonami. Toonami did a good job, kind of making like Naruto seem cool, especially coming after Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. And then I think One Piece was on Toonami for a little bit, and no one fucked with it. So
Yeah.
it seemed more like a cartoon to me. And so it was like, in my mind, I was like, hey, I'm trying to watch an anime like Dragon Ball Z. This kind of is feeling that shoe. Um, but like, do I have like the original question was like whether or not what has the best style?
Yeah, like the original question was just comparing and contrasting all styles of anime, all themes, all plot points, and what draws you to each individual one of those
Yeah,
art
how
styles.
Naruto is presented was better. Overall, I watched all three of them. I feel like with Bleach, it's definitely has the better art style out of the three, and One Piece, One Piece just, I don't know, just bigger world building. That's what I say. World building for One Piece. That's the best one. Naruto kind of has a little bit of it. Has a good style, has a good
Good
world
fight
building.
scenes.
And the fight scenes for
Please.
sure. Their fight scenes were
They're
like,
more dynamic. They had better sound effects and all that.
yeah. I don't know
Personally,
about the sound effects, but
I don't
I,
know, like the impact sounds. I feel like it was like
Not
it
even
felt
just
One
the
more
Piece.
impact sounds, but like just the the elevator music in Naruto, and compared to the rest of the big three, is top tier.
And their sub is better too. Yeah, their sub, Naruto's voice sub is good.
Yeah,
Luffy's is all right. His English dub is so like they all have their like distinct thing
They
that
all
makes
have-
them better. But I
Yeah.
can't really put any in head of each other. I still like all three. I would put Naruto at a slight lead because of how it was presented to me, and that's really the only reason. It was just presented good. So I'm gonna put Naruto up there, One Piece, then Bleach.
I respect Bleach, but I feel like those characters are a little bit too slender. Like they look like they could enter the world of Code Geass and nobody would bat an eye.
Hmm.
mm,
But
They
what do you
all look
think,
like
Recon?
models pretty much.
Oh, the Bleach swag is crazy. I can admit that. They're the
oh yeah,
Yeah,
swaggeriest out of the three. They got it.
that's what drew me to the series. I grew up watching Naruto and Bleach. I didn't really like One Piece because of the art style, but I did give it a chance at first, and I watched it up till about what's the dude with the up until the crocodile arc, and then I put it down, and I just couldn't really like stick with it, but it was mainly because of the art style, and the art style got better over time, and that's why I mess with One Piece now. So I'm just like, it just what I'm saying, just took a while to grow on me. But with Bleach, the way that they were dressed up and all those intros and stuff like that, they definitely had swag going crazy.
yo,
And
Ichigo
so
with
the
that
way
like
I used
hood jacket,
Yeah,
bro.
Yep,
yeah.
Yo, he
Ichigo with
went in,
the jacket. But
bruh.
yeah, I used to watch Naruto during the day, and then I would watch Bleach at night on Adult Swim. So I kind of got, that's how I would watch both of them. One was during the
Nice.
day, and one was during the night.
Okay, he's a two-timing dude since he was born.
Two-time inducers. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was Naruto. This is a classic. You grew up with that dude. That's the one thing I can say about Naruto is that like niggas grew up with Naruto. Kind of like how I feel everybody kind of fucks with Yuji. Like niggas fucked with Naruto like that. You know, Naruto was like one of the homies, 100%.
What do you guys think about the anime and manga versus Western animes? Oh fuck. What
Western
do you think
cartoons
about?
and animes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I like at first. To me there was always like a distinct difference in storytelling and all that stuff. Then Avatar came out and kind of like blurred that. So I'm just like, I am along the lines now where just like hip hop kind of getting access worldwide, like anime is like that now too. So anime kind of took over cartoons in a sense, and now everything is an anime and then maybe a cartoon. Yes, you still have cartoons, but it's the line between them is different now. Blood and Zeus, whatever, or Blood of Zeus or whatever, or Castlevania, you would consider animes. They're uh they're promoted as anime, so it's kind of hard to tell the difference now for sure.
True. Yeah.
I feel like one of the main ones that cross over and kind of fits in both lanes is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good one.
Well, I,
The best of
I
both
wouldn't say
worlds.
one is better than the other. There's this good video. I'm actually shout out this dude out 'cause he makes dope videos. Little think pieces. Video is called "Why is adult animation so far behind?" So it's like pretty much this video about this guy explaining like the history of animation and how the process of each is just different and why they're different. Like because the economy, the culture, the two different cultures between Western and Eastern. animation. And it's a good way to kind of see why we have some shows kind of aiming towards that now, especially because of demographic. But you know,
Is that thumbnail a picture of Homer Simpson becoming
yeah,
Gojo? Oh yeah.
no, it's like Felix the Cat, Homer Simpson's Akira, and it's just like all the American. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like a
ones are
progression to Rick from Rick and Morty, and then
into Gojo. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
dude is
I
Luxtorious. That he makes good videos. That's the dude who made it.
I haven't watched it yet, but I plan to.
Yeah, it's a good one. It kind of gives you a foundation of like where each started, and it started from Astro Boy all the way into what now. Then we had Disney, and they're focused on sitcoms. If you look at most American animations, besides like Castlevania, most of them are sitcoms, like Rick and Morty, Solar Opposites, Big Mouth, and they all focus on like they have pretty good animation, but it's more like they're using claymation. That's the only way I can really explain how they animate Rick and Morty. It's like 2D claymation, and it's not the same as like hand drawing. And that's where you get those crazy ass animations where Pain is hitting the ground and his face is all fucked up because it's like hand drawn.
I was just at Target and I seen these two dykes with a daughter. And you know what's interesting about that sidebar? That's the first time I ever seen a female gay couple. But the two dykes, they were singing to their daughter like that Megan Thee Stallion song. They were like, Watachi wa sta
Stop.
sta. So I was like, damn. I started laughing to myself because I'm like, damn, look at Japanese culture, anime culture reaching thus far. Like this hip hop star made it accessible for this 5-year-old girl to be speaking Japanese or Korean, whatever the fuck she was saying. I don't know.
Yeah, it was Japanese. Yeah.
Shout out to the anime.
Wow.
That shit's fire. That shit's
And,
honestly.
and bigger than that, I don't know if you guys watched it, but there's this new Superman animated series, but it's emulating anime to a T. Like it's a Western IP. It's a Western creative directing house attempting to make an anime for Western audiences using the backbone of Superman.
Exactly. Yep.
They're trying to pander.
100%. And it's been happening for a while, honestly. Like, if you go back in the years, they're always trying to get into the market. And yeah, now they're in it. 100%.
Now they finally got inside.
Anime is mainstream now, guys. We gotta accept it.
Yeah.
Anime is a part of life now.
All this new
Did
technology.
you guys see that Suicide Squad anime?
Hell no.
Nah.
Like they're trying real hard.
I think
I watched episode 1. I'm not gonna lie, but that shit was nah. I immediately no.
For you to watch episode 2, I guess.
Was not.
Suicide
This
Squad
season
is a
of anime
dying franchise.
is mid.
What's the best thing that do you think that came out this season?
Dan to Dan, but it's not even out yet.
Jobless reincarnation.
You'll stick by that one, huh?
Bro, jobless
go with Rise.
reincarnation is me if I was an anime. I swear to God.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go Rising Impact.
He hasn't made
Rising
a
Like
Impact?
30 something dude going back, dying, going to another world and all that.
He hasn't made a wrong decision from my viewpoint.
He made a couple of dumbass decisions.
Hey, man. Hey,
He
man.
made a couple of dumbass decisions. I stopped at season 2 because it got like that shit was boring. I don't care. That shit was boring. Season 2 was boring as fuck. They had that one interesting fight, and that one interesting thing happened with the old girl where you figure out some more shit, and then it just got fucking hella lame.
Well, listen, it's not really about the fights. It's about the character development. All right, listen. If you're not, stop kitchen your teeth.
No, it really is.
Nah, I'm tired of I'm tired of the jobless reincarnate overhype because it did get whack. We gotta admit when things get whack.
The animation got bad. I can admit that. The animation got.
I'm not even talking. I was okay with the animation. I'm just like, what it was about was whack. Your story was boring.
Bro, this is the most fleshed out isekai we've ever seen, ever.
When people say fleshed out, I'm starting to think that they mean like just bullshit.
Look,
I mean,
literally
he
fleshed
said
out.
flush.
Erectile dysfunction.
We're talking about shit.
Better.
All he did was take forever to tell this girl that he's the girl that like that whole plot should have been first episode. That's what made me so mad. Like first episode.
What are you talking about?
Immediately when he seen the elf chick, they should have recognized each other.
This is therapy. This is therapy.
They should have recognized each other and just moved forward and then started fighting demons and shit from the fucking get go. That shit was whack.
No. What I said was he didn't make a wrong decision. She was on bullshit. Okay. She was on straight bullshit.
Oh, so Rudius didn't remember her either? I tried to believe that either.
But you gotta remember,
Rudius
this
was
nigga,
too.
He went through mad death battles, bro, and he haven't seen the bitch in the lady.
And he should have piped. And he should have piped old girl. And he should have piped old Dragon Slayer, the slut girl. Like,
you wildin'.
And he passed her off to the homie, which was cool. But I was just like, still, like,
you're clearly actually a degenerate.
And he wasn't. You talking about the right moves? I'm like, he could have been doing way more cooler shit. But even
it's not
then,
cool
like,
to fuck a girl that's out there. Like, she's wild. She's an actual succubus.
Let me tell you this one thing. He made the wrong move when he didn't move out of the way and he got his dad killed.
Okay, damn. R.I.P. See, you gotta bring it to that level, bro.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, see, I didn't even watch that part. Shit, I didn't even know that happened. That's even whacker.
Oh, I said spoilers. I already said spoilers 2 or 3 times earlier. If we gonna tell it, we gonna tell it all. He definitely made mistakes. I can't let you get away with that.
No, okay, listen. He was tripping. All right.
See, that's what makes me not even want to watch it more. But watch it because, like, I know the next season after that is probably gonna be tight. So. That's annoying though that he gets his fucking day. Now I'm disappointed in him like I'm disappointed in fucking Boruto.
Honestly, though, it is something you should see. It's something you should definitely see because regardless of me spoiling that part, the way it happens and how important it is to what happens next is like if you are going to continue the story. You said you dropped it. You know what I'm saying? Look, and I completely agree. Season 2 is trash. I don't care what anybody says. It was way too much slice of life time and not enough action. When I know it's not supposed to be a full action story, but like you got to give me something to hold on to because they were telling, the story that they were telling was not that entertaining. Homie was going to school. Learning,
like I'm only gonna accept shit. I'm gonna only accept shit like that from just entertaining ass characters. Like I wouldn't mind watching like specific characters kind of just chilling. Like it was kind of cool when Goku and them were just chilling because they were funny characters. Like just for an example. So I'm like with that specific cast, I'm like, yeah, Rudy's is, but that Sylvie, whatever her name is, sorry, like they could have done a little bit different with her.
We know what you trying to watch, but you need to go watch some more Ichi hentai type beat. Like,
it doesn't even. I mean, if you're gonna take it there, you might as well take it there. That's my point. You're gonna take it there, and he's degenerate. I'm just speaking to his character. He might as well go all the way instead of it being like lame and figurines and shit like that. That's lame. And use your powers cooler.
In oogle over figurine.
Okay, I can respect it. What you guys?
I still fuck with the show though.
I like the show too, and I like I like the good lore of this story, like the fact that that girl that's trying to get back to their time and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and she's trying to open up portals and stuff.
that
I
was
like
interesting to me. I was like, that's when it had me.
I like the demon dude that came into the school or whatever, who had the 4 or 6 arms, and he was like, oh, you know the demon chick or whatever, because she
Yes,
gave you that. There's
sir.
lore there, you know what I'm saying? It's world building and expanding like how vast that world really is. But when you sit me in class with the kid who's like head over heels over the chick that's smashing everybody in the school or whatever,
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, that's comedy, but when you make him like a main cast member and like you expect me to take this dude seriously, and now when he's having conversations, like the tone, that's what I'm saying. Like that cast of characters, they're not funny.
and
Like
they should have
Dragon
had
Ball
a
Z
over.
characters,
They should have had
shows,
a.
or Naruto. You know what I'm saying? My bad, but
No, never mind. I was gonna say they should have had like a overarching villain too. That like when that demon, like I don't know if that demon dude came back into play, but like I felt like those episodes that I watched, it had all of them had like been the same, but then like hinted at some type of grander story happening behind the scenes, like kind of weaving it in. Then I would have fucked with it. But I feel like it was just so off from the main story. It's like I get it. He's probably like trying to avoid that part of his life right now. He needs a little break. But I'm like, if the fact that it's not necessarily looming in the back where you can see, kind of took away, and it was just like, it's slice of life bullshit. There should have been some type of constant fear in him of like, damn, I have to go back on this adventure, which was there, but like not enough to keep me interested.
yeah, my only last thing I want to say is I just feel like the tone of the show it takes itself a little too serious, too much. Like there are times for that, but I feel like they make the littlest things super dramatic. Like, oh, girl didn't go to class today. And then they're like, oh my God, something's wrong with her. She must be depressed. Oh, I never want her to feel like that, like the way that I felt when I was depressed inside of my room and I never wanted to come out. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go so deep.
They do.
And I'm just like, come on, man. Like, chick had one bad day. She could have shook it off like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like I can't
I
compare
just,
to my
yeah,
older brother. What am I
I
to
just don't
do?
like how
Still a great anime. Just I'm like, see when they need to bring back Uncle Isekai. Uncle Isekai, I could fucking watch over and over and over again. That shit is hilarious. Had they been just chilling, I'm watching that because they're funny.
Yeah, there's a level of comedy I kind of want to see from Jobless Reincarnate because they have a lot going on in that stuff. I just don't feel like it's funny, and I don't know if I need that, but like if you expect me to spend a lot of time with these characters, you know what I'm saying? Like you're telling me
Yeah.
these dudes are running around like they don't ever crack a joke or nothing like that. I kind of find that hard to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Why
yeah.
is it always like serious and doom and gloom and shit like that? I mean, but there is some crazy things going on. Like I gave the spoiler already about his dad dying, so I'm like, that's a time when that level of serious is needed. But like when you're at the school training and spell, what like the part that he mentioned about Sylphie, when it comes to him between him and Sylphie, and will they, won't they, do they know each other, do they? That whole 2, 3, 4 episodes was, man.
That's
It
what
was
made me
really hard
stop
to
Yeah,
watching.
it was lame, and you had to wait each week for a new will they won't they. But they're so cute. No, nigga, 2 episodes max.
Max. Mm-hmm.
But Sylphie pregnant now. Oh, spoiler alert. But Sylphie pregnant now.
Oh,
so,
I knew that.
You know what I mean? The nigga got
Yeah.
to work.
That's crazy. That's crazy in a bad way, but
he been he been fucking, so eventually he gonna be a daddy.
that's wild.
Yeah. He is just take it all the way and just put babies in all of his women
At this
that
point,
he's in,
I'm not gonna lie.
involved with.
I'm wondering if that red hair chick, something happened.
Look, yeah,
Nah,
man,
she
that's
not pregnant.
another
When he lost-
thing. I'm
when
glad
he
you
lost-
mentioned her.
Nah,
I'm glad you mentioned her. That's one of my favorite characters in the whole show. and she wasn't even in the second season at all.
Right?
Until the very end, where they show one clip of her just to show you that she did like a time skip and that she's older now. But she wasn't even in the second season at all,
She
and that's
was in the
why I
second
hate
season.
the second season,
She was
bro.
in the second
Like
season, bro.
I like this show. I love this show, but the second season, I don't think I'll ever watch it again.
And honestly, I think it always. What anime actually? What anime that was so good first season ever actually gets a good second season? Like, I'm just be honest. Like, because Attack on Titan, no.
Oh no.
I'm thinking about
Okay.
the worst.
One
second
Punch
season
Man,
in all
no.
of history.
One Punch Man, no. So I'm just like, it just happens because that's what happened with Job for me. I'm just like, first season, flames, love it. Second season, yo, what the fuck? Vinland Saga first season, fire.
Nah, Vinland Saga
Second
second season
season?
pretty tough too.
But it's not better than the first.
Oh, nah.
What's that school with the
Promise
It's hard to
Neverland?
like match the first season because you're like your expectations
You
are
talking
high,
about Promise
Too
Neverland?
high. I'm trying to think of something that had a good straight fire 2 seasons at least.
Never. It's
Back
never
to
happened.
back. Man, that is very
Maybe
rare.
maybe
I'm
Dragon
like,
Ball, the original Dragon Ball.
doesn't even come to mind, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's something difficult to come across. Not gonna lie.
That's a rare.
And
occurrence.
that's what I'm like. I kind of seen. I was like season 3, but I'll say that we'll see because I don't know. Free Run's coming out with season 2, and if it's better than then I'm gonna give Free Run its flowers because honestly, I feel like that's probably one of the most. It's getting overrated now, but it was underrated when it came out. That was honestly the best that season, in my opinion. Free Run Beyond Journey's End. That shit was fire. Now, when the season 2 comes out, we'll see if it kind of keeps up. But that's season
What do you
1
think
was
about season
nice.
2 and why no anime can sustain that season 2? Is it because they like deviate from
Hype
the
beast.
original material, the source material? And
Nope, hype beast, or they take too long. People be hyping it up too much, and then it's just gonna fail their expectations. And then how long it takes to come out. So if you can get it in a timely fashion, then I feel like it'll make it kind of feel like season 1 and 2 are all just like one big thing. First 2 seasons could be fine. That's kind of how I feel like about Yu Yu Hakusho, but it depends on when you're watching it.
okay,
100%.
okay.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about
Yeah.
animes adapting the manga and actually capturing the manga in its essence and failing to do so? Like, because we were talking about season 2s and everything, and I was thinking about Promise Neverland and how that's season 2 is a great pile of horse shit. And I don't know if you guys read the manga, watched the anime, but don't do that. Just don't ever watch season 2. I recommend you just watch season 1, then read the manga. But
Facts. That shit happens a lot. A lot of the times, the anime just to buy or read the manga. It's unfortunate sometimes with certain stories, but yeah, I'm iffy about it.
Okay.
I'll say this. I hate when they fail to adapt it. They want to do their own thing. Like they'll follow the manga up to a certain spot and then they'll just free roam and do whatever the heck they want. I hate when
Hating that
mangas
shit.
do that. Yeah, I feel like it ruins the series every single time. And the example I want to give is Blue Exorcist and
Bruh, yes.
Shaman King. They did that to Shaman King. And they also did that to Soul Eater. But I know with Soul Eater they their own ending because the manga wasn't finished yet. I believe that might have happened with Shaman King as well, but like y'all should have just went on hiatus. Y'all could have did some filler episodes. Y'all could have did something else, but like to just come up with your own ending to the series and completely forget about everything else that's actually going on in the manga, it like kills the whole story, bro. Soul Eater.
I didn't even get to read the manga because I was so upset that it wasn't coming out with the anime.
Yeah, man, they ruined a couple of good series like that, but Blue Exorcist and Soul Eater are the ones I want to bring as honorable mentions.
Yeah, Soul Eater, bring that back, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad Fire Force is a thing. Don't get me wrong. But would I have taken another season of fucking Soul Eater over Fire Force? Yes. Just saying.
Sure. And
I
if
haven't
they would
really
just
watched
go
Soul
back
Eater.
and act like the ending didn't end, because that's what they did with some other anime.
Yeah, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't. However they and can get back to the story, I'd be like, I'm with it. I don't say that never happened. And that was just a dream.
Yeah,
That's how that's the
yeah.
artist, the
Dragon
art
Ball Z.
style of yeah. What about Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, how GT went on and did a whole series or whatever, and they were just like, act like that's not canon, act like none of that ever happened. We're doing
Right.
Dragon Ball Super instead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Soul Eater could have just did that, and they were like, forget about the last season, we're doing a brand new Soul Eater or whatever, and we're gonna just pick up where that season left off, the other season left off. You know
What
what I'm
about
saying?
y'all? What about you, Rico? What do you like? What are the ones that you kind of see happening this season?
Sorry, I got lost. I was thinking about like, I was thinking about Soul Eater. I was like, I gotta look up my favorite character again. I was like, lost track of what y'all was saying.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
Who's your favorite character in there?
Def the Kid.
Yeah, Death with Fire.
Yeah,
Nice.
man. I just feel like how he be holding his guns. I'm like, that's so unique. Shooting guns with the pinky. But yeah,
You like the symmetry too. Yeah, that's a classic series they need to bring back, man.
facts.
Just a lot of instead of the season 2, they could have just done something else, but there's a lot of them out there. There is a lot. So it's just kind of like movies too. Like sometimes movies can't meet the expectation. It's politics to that shit.
All right, moving around along. Next topic. What's grinding y'all's gears? What is? Oh, what did you call it last time? I forgot. What you got y'all in a frenzy? It's like, nah. What was you say? What did you say? The last time?
It was nitpicking.
Yeah. Which got you nitpicking?
Shit. So much, just in general with anime and
Yeah.
shit. I would say I'm gonna say people overhyping shit. Overhyping, hype beast. An anime is real now.
Okay.
Overhyping.
I don't see how you can
Overhyping.
dodge overhyping though, because if you see a sexy ass trailer, that don't mean the movie's about to be great, but that trailer's got you like in the right mode. You know what I'm saying? So you
True. I just people be like overhyping it in a sense where I don't know how to explain it. Like I just people overhype a lot of animes
like how they
because
said Deku is part of the
because they want
big three.
they not like that. It's the people overhype animes because they want their animes to like prosper. It's like politics. That's the only way I can really compare it to. It's like they're hyping it because they want more the fandom to be bigger so it can be bigger than what it actually is. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think is wrong when people are just like purposely pushing a narrative for a specific anime. And I don't like that because I'm like, it's not really that good. You guys are just talking out your ass. Just Solo Leveling is the best anime. That shit is annoying.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That Solo Leveling is
I feel
fucking mid to me. But the reason why I say that, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say during this podcast we're gonna find out everybody's Achilles heel anime, and Solo
Yeah.
Leveling is definitely Rico's. That's why I was like,
So like
Cause like
it's not.
that's how I
So
see
go
like
ahead.
my art style going. So I was like, I feel like an attachment to it. So I was just like, uh
art style wise is good. But the storytelling for me and how it's presented, I didn't fuck with. But it's not like
Yeah,
it's the overhype. If say I just watched the anime without ever solo leveling, I probably would have liked it 10 times more. But the obnoxious amount of people overhyping it, in my opinion, was the reason why I was like, "Look, y'all don't know how to act like anime fans." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just at least on the forum side, it was just
I
like,
think it was
"Yo,
overhyped because like people like watch, not watch, but read the manga, and the manga was like more better, but the anime just being just the same as the manga. So
mm.
I guess that's why it wasn't like as good. I don't know.
Yeah, well, at least just to me, I know people really. There's people who actually really fuck with it, but just that's the reason why I it grinds my gears just seeing that. And people do it with other animes too. They do it with like I said, free rent now. I feel like people are like hyping it up now, like, but they weren't hyping it up when it was coming out. You know, type shit.
Okay.
It's like choose a struggle. Either you like this anime or you don't.
Yeah.
What about you? You nitpicking anything this week, Rico? Anything got you biting at the
Uh,
chum?
there is just one anime that I've tried watching, like World's Finest Assassin. Like it started off good, and then like at the end, it's like I didn't expect like the guy to end up falling for a girl. I was like, I didn't like it the way it ended.
Mm.
It grounded my gears.
Okay. Okay. I haven't read
It's like
watched it
I
yet.
expected it to be like killing. It was like show your talent and whatnot, but it's just like, nah, I'm gonna fall for this
I
girl.
think I think I know which one you're talking about. Is it like do you have like flame powers or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I try to watch the episode. Anime just looks too plastic now sometimes. I don't know what it is with
Exactly.
the anime art style now. It's just not my thing. Stories
That's
may
what
have
I'm
been a bit told
nitpicking on.
better.
That's
Yeah,
what
go ahead.
exactly what I'm nitpicking on is that what you're like the plastic style of
Yeah.
animation now.
Yeah.
They look too similar. Like
Yeah.
every
That's
like
all
not
this.
not
That's what
every
this
single
season
anime,
is about,
but
pretty
like
much. It's just like that plastic style.
Yeah.
Isekai plus
I
the
don't know
plastic
how
style.
anything to it's like the color of like Barbie plastic is what I'm thinking of. Anytime I think of that style, I'm just like it's bright and I'm like they need to bring back the old style, like the '90s style, and just renew it or something. There needs to be a renaissance.
and see,
'Cause
look, I wish we could make a return to the '90s or the '80s style where everything was like hand drawn, and because I just feel like that shit looks so much tougher than what we're seeing. Like, we traded animation for like style. I feel like the '90s and '80s style shits on today's styles, but the animations of today shit on the old school animations that we had. Because
there
and
was more
it's just
detail
the
back
trades
then.
we make. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's I don't know, but I kind of wish we could make a. I just wish we could make our old school animation move on this new school level but still keep.
I think that like I don't mind the color kind of palette to a degree. The style for sure going back to that would be dope. But like they would have to like HD and highlight some of the colors differently. But I think that would be dope though if they did that. I think they should definitely invest in trying to like revive that style. That style was more detailed, cooler looking. Every character looks like a figurine now.
I would jump on the
Like, don't get me
bandwagon.
wrong.
Go.
Go ahead.
I said it first. Go
No, go ahead.
ahead.
You go. Land it. Go
No,
ahead.
so I was saying that I would jump on the bandwagon with you guys of that being the issue. And also I want to add on to that what's really grinding my gears is I feel like nowadays the genres of different anime are too blended right now. And they're like everyone is kind of like a hodgepodge of everything. Like you're gonna get some action, you're gonna get some comedy, you're gonna get some romance. No, I want my shit like strictly comedy, strictly. You can even do a dramedy. Just stick to that. and don't have it like don't stress out about an action scene. Don't try to do everything. Just do what you do and do it great.
What do you think about like that, but like with the power systems? Like, do you think that everybody's kind of tapping into the same like tropes of just yeah? Do you think everybody's tapping into the same tropes too?
Yeah, I think everybody's trying to be either Dragon Ball or Hunter x Hunter. I think those are the only two options nowadays.
Damn.
But
So what would be a Hunter x Hunter?
what would be
Or
an
solo
anime
leveling kind of
attempting to be
with the
Hunter?
game system.
I don't even think Hunter x Hunter's original. I think Hunter. Oh wait, what'd you say? Solo leveling? I think solo leveling is like
Yeah, cause,
SAO.
like, yeah, most like.
Damn, I just
Yeah.
seen how freaking Hunter x Hunter is similar to fucking not Sword Art, fucking what was that anime you said before?
Hunter x Hunter,
Yeah, no, Hunter x Hunter and
Dragon Ball.
the other one that we're just talking about. How did I forget? That's because I'm. Yeah, I think that is different, or I think it's the same as solo leveling. That's what it was. Like I can see it how like it's like the hundreds gotta go on adventure monster like, but it's more like a game too. And Hunter x Hunter had Greed Island, so I'm just like I didn't even see how that connection was right there. That's crazy.
I feel like the trope of the game system is what's being added more.
I was actually thinking about a new power system recently. All right, what do you guys think about this? You're born into a different like class system, but it's all categorized by like elements similar to Avatar, but bear with me, right? So you're as strong as other people that believe in you. So the enemy king would be the most powerfulest person at the time because everybody believes in him type shit. They're like their whole economy is based on believing in him. Every soldier, every private, every sergeant, every general believes in him type shit. And you're at that point just a grunt. And only your mom believes in you type shit. You know, in anime, one of your parents got to be dead. So at that point, only your mom believes in you, and you gotta like work your way up type shit. And then it's a power system based on other people's belief in you.
So like
What happened to the whole element system?
No.
That's where
The element system.
I get that, but
The element system is just a vehicle for the power system. Like if I said, you know, you can have everybody else believes in you, but like everybody just has super strength? No, everybody has different elements type shit. It's just a vehicle.
Like,
you can change the
so
vehicle
you mean
at
by
any point.
Oh, okay. So the vehicle, the elements was you meant like elements like wind, fire, ice, and all that shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I thought you were talking about like fucking elements like carbon and shit.
Ooh, that'd be tough. That'd be hard. That'd be hard. Oh yeah, that'd be hard. But what do you think about the other people believing you? Because that's a power system that I've just never seen before. That's what I was thinking about. I actually was thinking about that yesterday.
It's kind of like Gladiator. Gladiator kind of has that power on that scale to where it's like kind of like the whole system of like the power system, and like the main character somehow like essentially the story is the main character gets everybody to believe in him.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to become stronger than the enemy. But yeah, so you have to work your way up as like a vigilante, become a.
It's not that, and it's not that I'm not. It's not gonna say that it's been done before, but like that's pretty much Naruto if you really think about it.
I see what
you
you're
can
saying.
do it differently, but it is kind of like how Naruto wanted everybody to. They eventually believed him, and he did the thing that he was gonna do. but you would have to explicitly
Foreshadow
say,
it.
yeah, you would have to
Believe it.
explicitly say that in your thing that people, the way that you explain the power system, that makes it different already.
Right.
But
you know how Sakura
yeah.
Pain was killing everybody in Konoha, and then Sakura was like
Yeah.
Naruto. Like the nigga in my story would get like a 4x power boost just off of her screaming Naruto.
Just see, maybe does he get power through motivation or some shit like that? That could be interesting. Just I'm motivated.
Mob psycho ass shit.
In
Hit
that world,
100%. I'm the beast.
Or like maybe those type of people like are like Viltrumites and they're like just off of just wanting to do shit, they just get stronger. I don't know.
just off his training regimen would be like giving back to the community. So they'll be
Like
like
their need to feel needed makes them like Saiyans for some reason. I don't know. I'm coming up with just bullshit at this point.
But yeah, that's as far as I came with the power system I was thinking about.
That's it. That's pretty dope. That's definitely
Yeah, I think it's not bad
a
at
cool
all.
thing.
I think just depending on how you tell it, it could be really good.
Yeah, you gotta execute it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that one to the ether.
You gotta throw it to the ether.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
it'll
how
get
all
made
ideas
that
work
way.
anyway.
Anybody watch Oshinoko?
Nah.
Oshinoko. What is it about?
Well, it's about, you know, how do I explain it? It's pretty much how this doctor who was like a fan of this girl ends up dying, and he ends up
Yes, I've seen
reincarnated.
it. I didn't see all of it, but I've seen like oh yeah. I want to watch that one. I feel like that one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. It's like a idol or whatever. Yeah. That one. I got revived as the child of my idol or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
that
seen
one.
a trailer for that.
Yeah.
One cool thing I like is like how they have like the eye design for like the mother. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
that's fire. That's unique.
Yeah, I remember that's a staple in anime. Like there's animes that have like extremely good eyes and shitty animation. And then there's animes
Yeah.
that like have like all right, basic kind of eyes, Dragon Ball, and they have this crazy ass animation. That one has both. It has good animation and the eyes are fucking crazy.
Yo.
It's like they all got the Sharingan.
For real.
Mhm. All right, I think that's where we're gonna leave it at for this week. This has been a podcast on piranhas. I've been your host, Kino662 on Instagram, Twitter, and possibly Discord. I'm not sure. Shy Pooper on most possible things you can find me on. YouTube, especially Kino662. Tell them where you can find you at, my co-host.
Yo, it's your boy Datusha Pat. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Instagram on Sama, and that's MOOKAMARA _SAMA. And yeah, you can check out my art, check out all the other content I have on there as well. That's on most platforms. That's what it is.
This is Rico Brew. Follow me on IG at Rico Brew Animates. Yeah.
I go by HBK Vakora, and you can find me as that on most platforms.
Go.
Hell yeah.
Who's next? All right, I'll see y'all next week.
Bet.